Because he had friends. She just couldn't friends. I have no idea what relationships. Relationships. These are the pay number in chapter 1. Found it. Okay.
I'm thinking. Okay, well these are just notes. It's fantastic, perfect. I like where you're thinking. But as long as your thoughts can all picture, that's the most important. We can check for it. And that's what
I know.
Well, he was close to getting
Well, I know.
the food line.
They give him. That's why he gets food. I know, but it's in the home is the same. But we know. But we know because getting breakfast because they said chapter 1 was chapter 19. Where's now?
Chapter 19.
chapter 1?
Okay, but like we're not ready to know like what kind of food they gave him. Well, like in the library, lady gave him grilled cheese, and yeah, but what kind of food? Like breakfast, lunch, dinner. It can be general.
Where do you come from?
This is just a quick volume check, and also I want to make sure of two things. First, that you are writing down examples. You are writing down examples of your topic. Don't worry too much about it being perfect. I just want your thoughts down. Also, I wanted to give you a time. Melissa, we are going to be discussing this for about another 4 minutes before moving on. Can I answer any questions? I saw hands. Adam. If you can't find any more, then add details to the ones you have. Like mission, I don't know what that means. Can you explain that more? Did I see that? Anthony. Okay. All right, fourth graders, about another 4 minutes. You can go ahead.
He said something. Wait. Can you try to find where it's supposed? You can't find it. I'm already trying to. he used old.
Well, that's a part of actually it's but yeah, it's over here. And that's it. What is this? Look at that. He changed that was a chapter. Changed to no clothes.
See how you can add Okay, Isaiah, can we respect Carrie's space? She doesn't want your elbow on her desk. You could just move it a little.
Oh, please, Buddy,
There were only a few examples. There will be more as we go. But I wanted to give you this one to find as many as possible. About 1 more minute.
His clothes was dirty. His clothes was dirty. They didn't say chapter 11. Like, he had yeah, before he changed his clothes with Miss Slate. Yeah. But he
Alright, so as people are finishing up putting their posters under each of our items, table 5, I want you to be thinking, now that you focused on one particular item in our novel, look at the other ones that are up here. Look at the examples under each one that you see. So for instance, let's go over food. Who had food? Table 5, excellent. When you talk about the library lady, can you give us an example of that? Kaylee?
the library lady, she told him if he was hungry, and he said yes because he looked really hungry. So then she just gave him a cheese.
And
Grilled cheese.
excellent. So the library lady was kind of showing him, could we say friendliness? She was like showing him a little bit of love when she gave him food. Good. How about sleeping her bed? Who had excellent too? I'm sorry, I'm ready to go to your name. That's important. Yes, table 3. Valeria, why don't you explain, what did you mean Hooverville, sleeping her bed?
When Bugs and Bud were in the tent,
Uh-huh.
they were sleeping.
Good, so he was able to sleep with a friend, right? And that was really the first time in our novel that we saw Bud being able to like share a room with a friend. Good. Now, what about family or relationships? Table 6. Can you explain what you meant by, let's see, Bugs as a friend?
He said that Bugs, he had a friend,
Mhm.
and his name was Bugs, so he said that would be.
And Bugs was a good friend to him, right? Remember when they were getting on the train, he knew to throw back his suitcase. Good. A few more before going on. Memories. What's this picture? Who had, what table? Yes. Why don't you explain to us, what did you mean by the picture? Sure. Valerie?
In the picture about his mom,
Mhm.
and with the big giant hat, and she's on the donkey, and or the horse, and it was a memory of his mom.
Excellent. So really that picture brings up those memories that he has of his mom. Good. And real quick, last two, his name, table 1. Your poster is really talking about Bud, not Buddy. Why is that important to Bud? Making sure that people call him by his real name, not his nickname, Buddy. Zaria?
Because his mother named him Bud, not Buddy, because the squeeze at the flower.
Good, good. So his mom would always tell him, Bud, don't ever let anyone call you Buddy. It's Bud. And then finally, clothes. I know this one was tough, table 2. Table 2 brought up the fact that there hasn't been much about clothes, but there will be. All right, so Daphne, because you were the reporter, let's have Ani explain. So Ani, can you explain to us, Mrs. Sleek giving him clothes was really the first time that we saw him be able to change clothes. Can you explain that further?
Well, when he was asleep, Miss Lee said, well, there's breakfast waiting for you. And then he woke up, and then she said, why don't you wash up and I'll go get some clothes for you from my boy to change. I mean, from his boy that his son outgrew.
Good, good. So I want you to think about this question, and I'm going to give you some time to talk about it with a neighbor. What did you see getting brought up by each example? What did you see recurring over and over again that you might say is really important to Bud? Look at all of these posters and all of these examples. There's one idea that seems to be really important that keeps getting brought up for Bud. Of all of these, how could you kind of make it whole and say this one thing is really important to Bud? I want you to discuss with the neighbor sitting next to you or across from you. What from these examples can you tell is really important to Bud? What does Bud care about? Are there questions? Valeria?
Can it be 2?
Absolutely. I'm going to give you 1 minute to discuss that. Go ahead.